Hello. I'm Malone, this afternoon.
Hi.
How are you?
Does he know you're on your own?
Yeah. Can design. Hello.
Anything can happen now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a small pen.
Yeah, over. Okay.
Yeah.
Regis, very quickly, firstly, transfer window closed. Happy with all the business that was done?
Yeah. Yeah, 3 new players just at the end. Brian, Brobbey, Bertrand Traoré and Lucha. So 3 new players, more depth for the squad, a bit more competition as well, and will be really important for the group.
Very interesting looking at the players away on international duty this past 10 days. I think 3 or 4 of the players that you signed, and Hugh, obviously, who was here already, are all captains of their international teams. So that's the sort of calibre, the pedigree of the players that you've been signing.
Yeah, it's important from a level perspective, but from a leadership perspective, I think it's really important as well. When you have strong experience in different levels and you can help your teammates through different periods, ups and downs, I think it's really useful.
But also noticeable that there seems to be a versatility about the players. I'm thinking players like Traoré played up front, Masuaku played at right back rather than left back. Is that something you're conscious of when you assign these players, to have players that are able to move around?
It's a good idea for Arthur as a right back. Yes, why not? I think these players at that level can master different roles, and it's not just about the position, it's about different tasks during the game. And the more you are versatile, I think the more it's useful for a squad. And they are adaptive. I think it's the main word. If you are adaptive for the position and adaptive to solve and to get opportunities during the game, it's more positive.
Dan Ballard, is he available yet?
Probably for Aston Villa. Yeah.
So in terms of your back 4, I mean, saying that they are versatile, have you got in your mind what your first choice back 4 will be now that everybody's in?
It's still a question of momentum. I think we have many options, and which is really positive. And we know that the journey in the Premier League will be long, and we'll have different experiences, probably injuries, hope no, suspensions, African Cup. So we know that with these 8-9 players, they will have opportunities. Now the momentum is positive, so I think the players who started deserve to keep playing, and we'll see during the game. We'll see later if something needs to change.
So in that sense, up front, Mayenda has been your first choice this season. Does he continue up front at Palace on Saturday?
We'll see.
Well, I mean, what does Brian Brobbey bring to the table for you in terms of a striker?
A different profile, I think. I think it's a pure striker, with the ability to hold the ball and to run in behind, and I think is a good finisher with a different physical profile. So Eli, Wilson and Brian are different. So it's for a manager, for a squad, if we can manage the different options according to what is needed about the game, it's better.
With so many players away then for internationals, what have you been able to work on with the players that have been left in?
Yeah, I think it was positive for the 8 or 9 we had during this period. So we were closer to them. It was easier to manage different kind of practices and to have many connections with them.
And Palace the weekend, do you think, is it fair to say this is probably your toughest challenge so far in the season?
I don't know. We'll see. We can expect a strong team, well organized, with good players, well coached, holders of the FA Cup and the Community Shield. So it means a lot. So tough challenge for sure. And after that, we'll have a scenario, and we don't know before.
And has everybody returned to your knowledge? Okay, everyone all right? No further injuries?
No, nothing.
And last one from me, Romain Mundle, how far away is he from
probably next international break in October. Yeah.
Regis, now it's done. We've heard Christian speak about the transfer window and how successful it's been for Sunderland. What would you rate the transfer window overall out of 10, would you say?
I don't know. What I know is I know that we worked hard as a club. Every people involved in the process were really important, and many players signed. It was important to reinforce the squad for the new challenge. And after that, the competition, the journey will tell. The output will be really interesting, but at the minute it's really positive.
I was reading a stat just last week that I think it's 5 of the last 6 games Sunderland have played and there's been a late goal scored by your side, obviously across 2 different seasons.
Yeah.
How important is that to you? How have you managed to instill that, I suppose the motto, till the end mentality in this team?
Yeah, it's really positive to have this mindset, and it's not easy to understand why. I would like, but at least the personality of the players, the consistency of the game model, the quality of the squad, the connection with I think our fans. We have many elements to explain this mentality till the end. And if we can work like that, and no matter the scenario, no matter the circumstances after a goal conceded, especially, we keep pushing, we keep believing that it's possible to win. I think it's really positive for the squad.
You talk about the personalities there in the squad. There was a video doing the rounds of Xhaka singing along to Wise Men Say after the Brentford game. How impressed have you been with him of how well he's not committed, but adapted to the community, the club, this family feel at Sunderland at the moment?
Yeah, we have many players like that. Granit is our captain right now, and I think he's like a symbol. From his level, his experience, his standards, and he shows to everybody in the dressing room, how to behave to be successful. And the connection with the club and our fans was really natural from him.
Nick mentioned the striking options that now you have. You've got obviously Wilson scoring goals off the bench, top scorer so far this season. You've got Eliza obviously starting as well. Now bringing in Brian Brobbey. As a coach and from a coach's perspective, how nice is it to have so many different options as that main striker?
Yeah, it's really positive because for the output of the squad, first of all, because we have 3 different options. For the competition, because I think at that level these players need competition and it's really positive. You know that your teammate will push you and will help you as well. And if the competition is well organized and accepted by the players, it's really positive for the output.
You talked about Crystal Palace there. Why is Selhurst Park such a difficult place to go from what you've seen of it so far?
I think they are confident. They built a strong confidence, and it's a consequence of a huge work before. And so it's a good example for us. A team like that, not expected to be in the top 6, but through different years, they built a strong level with the ability to win trophies as well and to be really consistent. I think it's very positive. Donc, it will be a really interesting challenge for us. And we need tough opponents to grow as a club, as a team. So, really positive.
Just finally, congratulations on the Manager of the Month nomination for August. I saw online that Sunderland fans have been urging Taylor Swift fans to vote for you as well. You've been to one of her concerts, so you're a fan, and what does that mean to you to have the fans support you like that online?
Yeah, it's just a short wing for my daughter. She is a pure fan, a Swiftie. You know, so we were with her at the concert. It was a nice moment. Yeah.
Thanks, Regis.
Good afternoon. Testament to the transfer business that the club has done is the fact that players that were so influential last season, like Dan Neil and Chris Rigg, that their opportunities have been limited. How do you manage that? And I guess, like we're seeing with Wilson Isidore, perhaps not starting is bringing out, the best in him, taking those opportunities when he gets them. How are you managing that balance between the players that were here before and the new ones?
I think it starts with conversation. It's always like that. So if they are aware of the situation, we have to step up in this Premier League. The gap is huge. And we want to fill this gap, but we need time to do it. We need support with new players, and we need competition. So, for example, we can speak about Enzo. Enzo didn't start. Wilson didn't start, but they trust the process. They trust the challenge through the squad and the way we organize the competition in the team. So they know that they will have the opportunity, they will have a challenge, they will have the support, and everyone is involved in the project. So at the minute, it's not difficult to manage this part.
I think perhaps many wider Premier League fans, the media, have been surprised by what a fantastic start to the season Sunderland have had. Has it gone beyond your expectations?
I didn't have a specific expectation because we are discovering a new league, so we don't know and we don't have to fix a limit before. Is it up or down? I don't know. So let's work hard. Try to win, and we'll see.
Thank you.
Regis, the club has been very ambitious. Now, it's not just about the money spent, but there has been a lot of money spent. How pleasing has that been for you that the club is so ambitious about the idea of establishing themselves?
It's really important for a manager, for a club to feel that the words are connected with the facts. And it was really the case. It wasn't an easy transfer window. The output is really positive, but the work, the amount of work done during this period was really impressive, and so I'm really proud. Yeah.
You said everyone says it's a huge step up. What are the early things you're seeing that make it such a huge step up? What is it about this step that makes it just so much harder to play in the Premier League?
So far, it's difficult to say because it's still the beginning of the season. Probably in 10 or 15 games, we'll have a better understanding of the problems in this league. So we need to wait, but we expect different issues. We know that in different squads, we have the best of the best for the tactical side. For example, we have the best of the best for the players. They have game changers. One player can decide the output of the game. So we know and we expect that. It didn't happen so far, but we know that it will happen, and how we will react, we'll see.
Regis, how have you gone about creating the close-knit feel within this squad? What is your role in making players feel at home here?
It started with the first connection because I was involved in the process. So I analyzed the player, I spoke with them. So the connection started at that moment, and then they decided to join us. So it was a long process. And then here, I think it's just a question of relationship. Try to be close to them, to welcome them, and then to introduce progressively the different layers of the game model, trying to stay simple because it's not like a big machine. We have to have just 2 or 3 simple rules and then play and exploit your talent.
And given that you've been here over a year now, and everything that's been experienced, everything that's been achieved, does this feel like your second home now?
Yes, more or less. The time spent here, and I'm feeling really comfortable in this club, so it's easier. Yeah.
And obviously, we're only 3 games in, nothing's decided yet. But in terms of the feel you get about the club and what's been experienced in the first 3 games, does this feel like it was always meant to be a Premier League club?
Yeah, I think the dimension, the power of the story, the identity, the fan base is really connected with that level. But after that, we have to deserve to be at that level on the pitch, and I think it's our main point now.
Cheers. Cameras off, please, guys. Phil.